Stop scrolling, don't skip this. This is for you, and it's serious. God has waited for this moment for you to be ready to hear what you didn't want to know, but now you can handle it. An angel has been watching, assigned by heaven, sent for one reason: to show you what has been hidden. You've had that feeling, that strange pressure in your spirit, that uneasiness when they speak that something isn't right, but you couldn't prove it. You've questioned your mind, you've second-guessed your own heart, you've silenced your gut feelings, but heaven didn't. Heaven saw everything. Heaven recorded every lie, every manipulation, every quiet betrayal behind your back. And now God is revealing it because you're ready, you're strong enough now. And because the next season of your life requires truth. No more guessing, no more walking in circles, no more confusion. The truth is this person is not who they pretend to be. They may smile, they may say all the right things, but their heart has never been pure toward you. They've studied your kindness, they've leaned on your loyalty, and they've taken advantage of your light. But God says, enough. The angel sent to guard you is now exposing what's been hidden from you. Not to shame you, not to embarrass you, but to free you. God is not revealing this to hurt you, He's revealing it to protect you. There is something ahead for you that this person cannot go with you into. They were allowed in one chapter, but they cannot follow into the next, and now you see why. You've given them grace. You've made excuses for them, you've prayed for them, and yes, God heard those. Grace is not blindness prayers, but grace is not blindness, and mercy does not mean access. This person has been speaking of you behind your back. They've misused your trust. They've taken your secrets and your softness and turned them into tools. God kept it hidden until your heart was strong enough not to break when the truth was exposed, and now you've reached that point. The angel assigned to you has come forward, and this message is the unveiling. You were not crazy, you were not too sensitive, you were discerning. You were spiritually alert, but your love was louder than your insight. Now God is making the truth louder. Making the truth louder than your emotion. There are messages you weren't meant to see until now. There were conversations behind your back that would have destroyed you if you saw them too early. Now they can't shake your foundation anymore. God says you are no longer their victim. You are no longer under their emotional grip. You are rising, and they feel it. That's why their behavior has shifted. That's why they're suddenly nice again. That's why they're acting like nothing happened. They feel your spirit pulling away, and they're trying to anchor you with guilt, but guilt is not. The mask has fallen. Love manipulation is not loyalty, and silence is not peace. God is calling you out of it. The mask has fallen. Their true face is now visible in the spirit. You might not see everything in the natural yet, but in the spirit it is already exposed. Their energy has shifted. Their words no longer carry weight, and you are awakening. This is your moment of clarity, and clarity is a divine gift. God is saying, I will no longer let deception follow you. I am bringing light into every dark place. Yes, the truth hurts. This message may sting, but it will save you. But the lie was killing you slowly. This message may sting, but it will save you. You've cried over someone who never valued you. You've lost sleep for someone who secretly disrespected you. You've poured your heart into a connection that heaven never approved long term, but it served a purpose. It taught you how to love. It taught you how to forgive. It taught you how to listen deeper. But now it's time to let go. This person is not sent for your next season, and if you take them with you, they will sabotage What God is building, God has seen what you haven't, the jealousy, the envy, the secret competition, the resentment. Every time you succeed, and he's saying, do not ignore. Don't ignore this. This is not the time to hope. They'll change. This is the time to change direction. You are not being dramatic, you are being delivered. This angelic message is not a coincidence. It is your confirmation. You've been asking God, if this person is not for me, show me. And he is right now with these words. Let this be the moment you stop doubting your spirit. Let this be the moment you break free from emotional chains. The person you're thinking of, God has been trying to show you, but you don't delay. Weren't ready, you would have held on too long, you would have blamed yourself. Now you know, and now you must act. Don't make excuses for what God is exposing. Don't delay what heaven is making clear. It's not about hate, it's about health. It's not about revenge, it's about release. Let them go. If God is taking someone from your life, he's not subtracting, he's protecting. This isn't a loss, this is an escape route. God is pulling you out before damage is done. Say this now: I receive the truth, I choose freedom, I trust God's eyes over my own. Say it again, let it sink into your spirit. I trust what heaven sees. That's faith. Faith isn't only believing for miracles. Faith is believing God when he says, this person is not who you think they are, and you are ready now. You are strong now. You are awake now. God is saying, I kept this hidden until you could handle it, until your heart was secure, until your vision was clear, and now it is time to move. Now that you've seen it, you cannot unsee it. Now that the angel has revealed it, you cannot pretend you didn't hear it. The truth has landed. It's yours now. You have a responsibility to walk in that truth. You don't need more proof. You don't need them to confess. You don't need closure from a person when God himself has already closed the door. That's what this is, a divine door shutting in the spirit, a release season ending, a covering being pulled back so your vision can finally breathe. This is a release. Heaven is releasing you from the tie, from the soul bond, from the emotional weight. You don't have to explain it to anyone. You don't have to justify your next move, because what God revealed to you, he didn't reveal to them. They won't understand, and they don't have to. You know what you felt, you know what you heard, you know what changed in your spirit the moment the angel whispered the truth. Let go of the illusion, let go of the idea of who you thought they were. It's okay to grieve it. Grieve what you thought would last. Grieve what looked real but wasn't. Grieve what you gave that was never fully. Move forward. Appreciate it, but don't stay in grief. Move forward, because something new is waiting, something healthy, something holy, something real, and it cannot enter your life while your heart is still tied to deception. God is doing spiritual surgery, cutting what needs to be removed so the healing can begin. You are not weak for hurting, you are not foolish for having loved, you are human, and heaven honors the purity of your heart. But now that you've matured, God expects more discernment, more wisdom, more boundaries. You're no longer the same version of yourself who tolerated what you now see clearly. Let this truth baptize your mind in clarity. Let it wash away the fog of confusion. Say this now: I release the version of meth that needed their approval. I release the version of meth that settled for less than I deserved. God is not only exposing them, he's elevating you. Yes, this hurts, but it's holy pain, the kind of pain that births transformation, the kind of pain that doesn't leave you broken, it leaves you awakened. You've been asleep in some areas, tolerating patterns that looked like love but were rooted in control, tolerating presence that sounded supportive but carried silent sabotage. No more. You are stepping out of wake-up call. That now that angel didn't come to deliver gossip, they came to deliver guidance. This is a wake-up call from the throne of God. He's been waiting for this moment, the moment you finally say, I see it, I believe you, Lord, and I'm ready. Because once you say that, the shift begins. Everything starts changing. The weight lifts, the tension breaks, and the next chapter begins to unfold. The one where your peace is protected, the one where your circle is smaller but sacred, the one where your energy is no longer drained by they failed the test deception. This person had their moment and they failed the test. They could have honored your heart, They could have walked with you in truth, but instead they chose pride, they chose control, they chose to use your kindness as a ladder to reach higher ground. But God doesn't bless betrayal, He doesn't reward manipulation, He defends the pure-hearted, and today He's defending you. He's not asking you to fight, He's asking you to flee. Flee from the connection that continues to cost your peace. Flee from the person who drains your joy and clouds your vision. You can love someone, flee from the connection, and still walk away. You can forgive them and still guard your space. Jesus said, "Be wise as serpents and gentle as doves." That means you don't have to fight dirty, but you do have to fight wisely. Your wisdom now is to move with spiritual vision. Don't call them back, don't give them one more explanation, don't seek validation from the person. God is clearly removing. You already have heaven's confirmation, you already have divine permission to protect your peace. This is your signal. Don't wait for it to get worse, don't wait for another heartbreak, don't wait for the next betrayal. Act on the truth, stand on the truth, live in the truth, stand on the truth. This person, they were allowed for a season, but their time in your story has expired. This is your exodus. You are leaving the place of bondage, leaving the emotional Egypt that held your spirit hostage. The angel didn't just expose them, the angel came to escort you out of the lie, out of the cycle, out of the storm, so you can enter your promised land in peace. You deserve clarity, you deserve safe love, you deserve space to grow without being constantly wounded, and that's what God is giving you now. Say this: I receive clarity, I release what God has revealed, I choose freedom even if it hurts. Let your words unlock your deliverance, let your agreement invite breakthrough. This is more than a warning, this is a spiritual shift, a divine release, and heaven is moving fast. Things will begin to change around you. You'll feel it in your body, you'll sense it in your sleep. You'll notice who fades away quietly. Let them fade, don't chase what God exposed, don't hold on to what God is peeling off. This is not rejection, it's redirection. God doesn't remove people to punish you, He removes them to protect what He placed in you. So bless them, but release them. Pray for them, but close the door. Don't reopen what God is closing. Don't question what heaven has made clear. The person you were loyal to, they were not loyal to your spirit. They knew how to be present, but they were never planted. They knew how to talk, but they never spoke life. And now the light is on. Now your soul sees. And now you are free. God loves you too much to let you stay in confusion, too much to let you settle. This revelation is an invitation to rise, to be whole, to live without fear. So today step into that. Don't look back, walk forward and trust what God is showing you, because what's ahead of you is peace, is joy, is restoration, and it all begins with the truth.